little soul carries an entire universe within. She might come across as black and white, but her thoughts were a rainbow. But the world wasn't ready for her. She tried her best to express herself as authentically as possible. But the world is thick-skinned, dead to the core. Scared of the authenticity that angry world fight back. Before she knows what's happening, she was invaded. The beauty of a creator is, even being wounded, they bleed creation. Ah. She was slowly being consumed by the toxic darkness spat by the angry and scared world. She was angry and she wanted to scream, but then she realized she lacks a mouth. Being super pissed at this unfair creation of nature, the self-sabotage button was pressed. There come the energy vampires. Dun dun dun. She tried everything. Running away, fighting, showing. Showing? Really? Okay. But nothing worked. Right in the midst of that bone-chilling attack, she did something unknowingly. And had no idea this could actually work. Poof. What a cartoon. Darkness taught her real-life alchemy. She learned the most important lesson of energy transmutation in the very unexpected place. There comes the hope. Psst, Anki. Hi, I'm Hope. Thanks for awakening me. I'm here to help you. Yes, you had awakened me right when you transformed the energy of darkness into the energy of creation. My God, Hope talks too much. Well, you don't have a mouth. Well, I'm Hope and I carry the energy of boasting, not answering. Maybe I can. Wow, you have awakened introspection, and you're healing faster than I thought. So tell me, why you need a mouth? What's the first thing you'll do once you have it? You'll say bad words and punch people in the faces? That's a words way to use a gift like freedom of speech. You're asking about how will you release negative emotions then? Right questions bring the right answer. An opportunity mimicking chaos, always awaken the inner type condenser. Okay, that was off. Normal mouth won't be able to quench your thirst. Yo kiddo, over here. Inner child to the rescue! So kiddo, you got that brush? That's a hairbrush. No? It's a toothbrush. No? That brush, kiddo. The blah? The blah! Ta-da! There you go. So how you're feeling? Hi! Sorry, I spoke for the first time in ages. Hey, introspection. Everything is back to what it was. We are back into light, but why am I still wearing darkness? You really think we're into light? Dear, the light you're seeing is coming from your inner child. We're still walking through the dark. Your aura is blue, Hope's aura is yellow. So by looking at my inner child, shouldn't it be pink? It's because inner child directly channels the divine source. Often the human tends to suppress it brutally in order to welcome the adulthood, which in result pushes the human far, far away from the divinity. So when will I get back to my normal self? When you manifest self-healing. How will I do that? When you hug that guy. You're kidding, right? It's time you should have it. Now take a closer look. That's me. Broken me. That's your wounds that you left to rot in the dark. Oh my God. Hey, hide it. Don't you dare. How dare you showing up like that? You were supposed to be here when the darkness was taking over me. But all you did was to live in denial and wait for someone else to drag you out of your misery. That's not how darkness functions. Once it gets inside, it's your job to shed light and heal it from the roots. The path into darkness is always alone. No love bond is your ally but you. You took years to realize this, always been a victim and waited for an outside source to rescue you. Never took matters in your own hands. People hurt you outside and you punish me inside by keeping me here forever. And now you wonder why you're being hunted by these mind monsters? You rot too the way I rot.
Introspection, help! What the? She's all set to knock me down. What am I supposed to do now? Can't stay wounded forever. Can't stay wounded forever? Sounds like a solid decision that you always left swipe, Panky. Your intro, you're not helping. Just give her the love you kept giving to others. Simple. She doesn't seem quite receptive though. Just try. Now I know you're a part of me. I acknowledge you and I'd be willing to sit with you. We're into this together and we'll fix it together. It's healing, love. Welcome back. Okay, what now? Just wait, there's a lot more to come. You okay, Anks? Mind telling me what you're up to? I don't know. I just felt like to do so. Yikes! Anks, that was super cool. Your third eye is opening. You're ascending from 3D to 5D reality and hey, English. You're waking up to meet the one. The one? Yes, the one. Hey friends, did you What? Where had they just... Why all of a sudden they feel so distant? Hey Anks, listen to me very carefully. The road ahead may feel lonely at times, but trust me on this. Your soul is craving for this time off. But why do they have to leave? Anks, nobody left. It's just the road fog and they're simply on the other side now. I'll call them and they'll come back, right? Of course they'll come back. They aren't your enemies. Nobody is in fact. And the worry isn't about if anyone is coming back or not. The real question is whether they'd be willing to stay. Why wouldn't they? They love me and so do I. Anks, you're talking about the human love, but the fate is being written by the cosmic ink made of cosmic love. Cosmically, you guys are not on the same page anymore. From now on, the language you'll speak will only be understood by those who are on the same frequency as yours. And right now, you're vibrating in the frequency of awakening, which is one of the rarest gifts by the universe. But this feels so lonely. Am I being punished for something? No. Awakening is every soul's birthright. Each soul eventually is fated to be awakened regardless of how many rounds of revision it undergoes. And who said that the path of awakening is lonely? It's gonna be even more crowded than ever. Turn around. Whoa, this is mesmerizing and overwhelming at the same time. Are they really here? Are they even real? Well, the reality is deceptive in nature. What we claim as reality is solely based on our sensory experiences. What passes our five senses gets the tag of real, and what doesn't stays unreal. And there is a lot going behind the wheel. Awakening is more than lifting the wheel. Let's get back to your question. Are they really here? Not in the physical form. Their consciousness is here though, attached with yours. But why? I hardly went to any religious place or even prayed but you loved them like a child and you cried for their pain as if they were ordinary human beings. By doing this, instead of putting the divine on a pedestal, you put the divine in your heart. Instead of begging or even praying, you simply love them like you love yourself, and this diluted the gap between yours and divine's consciousness, making you one with the divine. You didn't look out for the source, instead, you awakened the source within. Do we all have these fellows watching over us? Why people suffer so much pain with these entities watching their back? The answer to your first question is yes. And the answer to your second question is your first question. Huh? Yes, we all have them. But no, not as fellows or entities, but as consciousness. Believe it or not, at the end of the day, it's us only watching our backs. Only if a man knows that God isn't alive somewhere away from us, but the God is alive through us. Half of the problems, especially mental paralysis related, will go whoosh. You were saying I'm waking up to meet the one. Who's the one? Yes, I was coming to that. Well, tish. Good Lord, these human emotions are so dramatic, I must say. To meet the one, you need to distance yourself a bit and look at the bigger picture. But how she, me, who? Who's she? And why she looks like you? Well, she's your higher self. She looks way better with a third eye. Hi. Mind if I ask why you look like me? Because I'm you. How is that even possible? It is. You and me are one, the same way. She and you are one. She's your lower self. That is impossible. I clearly remember I healed my wounds. Yes, but not your lower self, because there is nothing to be healed or fixed about your lower self. That self is doing its job the way I am doing my job. Can I make my lower self disappear forever? Forever? But why? Why even want that? Then I'd be happy forever. Happy forever? Is there such a thing? Why you look down upon your pain? Pain teaches us so much. More than half of the universe is a dark place. You can never fully appreciate your light if you look down upon your darkness. But what happens to a soul when it somehow manages to make the lower self disappear forever? In that case, your light will trigger the darkness of other lives around you, and they will do anything to dim your light, even if it includes hurting you. And at the end of the day, your light will feel sorry for them, as none of them will actually be knowing what they're doing. I don't know why I have a strong feeling that I've heard this story before. But then I have to go through it all. My lower self will hurt me again, and I'll go back to zero. But why you think you have to begin from the scratch? Can't you see? Every time you enter the spiral, you're one step ahead than before. Spiral? The spirit functions spirally. It always comes back to those things it thinks it understood and rise above it. And what if it fails to rise above it? Spirit never fails. And if you're failing to rise above, then it means you're channeling your ego, not your spirit. Because it's the ego that loves to trap in loops and forces you to do the same thing over and over again. Fair enough. You showed before that all those deities are inside you. Does that mean you're bigger than them? Bigger? I'm not following you. That means that you're much powerful than those deities. But is it true? Powerful? What gave you that idea? Just because I had them in me, you concluded that I'm powerful than them? Hierarchy is a man-made thing. Energies are always intertwined. Divine can come through an ant and do miracles. And in fact, it's doing miracles non-stop through every single atom available. It is human only who thinks everything must revolve around them. Wow! This was eye-opening, I must say. Your eyes are already opening, and meeting me is the living proof of it. Congratulations, you have successfully acknowledged your light and darkness, and now you can have the best of both worlds. So how was the ride? Pretty upside down. Tapping into your higher self and getting wisdom about your lower self is complete access to self. It was so magical and none of it felt real. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's all in your head. Maybe you're still sleeping in a cafeteria and everyone is staring at you. What? Huh?
I want to have what she's having.